welcome back to my channel, Disabled but Able Budgeting. My name's Maya and I'm here today to do my bill closeout, unstuffing type of thing. I am doing it a little earlier than I think I would normally like, but Christmas is coming up, and since I'll be going to my parents, I'm trying to do some of these videos a little bit ahead of what I would do if there wasn't any holiday or anything like that. So all of my bills have been taken out of my accounts, so technically it's not too late. I would just most likely do this in about a week if I wasn't going to be at my parents' house. So I figured we'd just get started. So like normal, I do use my nifty placeholders that I have been using now for a few years. And in these envelopes, I have the representation of what is in my savings account in the bank. And there's no good way to, there's no type of like buckets or anything where I can assign this amount for this category type of thing unless I opened more accounts, which cost money. So that's not something I'm willing to do, because I'd have, 20, 30 different accounts just to put a little bit of money in there and in and out and whatnot. So this is a really good way for me to keep up with my bills and make sure that I don't get too off track. I have removed some of the money in certain of these envelopes. Like I took a little bit out of transportation and electricity because I had put more in them than I've needed. And since I spent a little bit more money on gifts than I had planned on or I'd saved up for, I do love giving gifts, so I have a hard time doing it. So I think moving forward, I just need to make sure I save up more, because it is very hard for me to not buy gifts. So save up more, use sales more than I have been able to, and just be a little bit more conscious. But it is very hard for me to not give the people that I love the gifts that I want to give them. So anyways, I figure we'll just start off, but I'm in the wrong binder. In my mortgage and HOA envelopes, I set aside more money. So the money that's in the envelopes is what extra is in the bank that I would like to maybe in the future go towards paying down a little bit extra towards those categories. But like with my HOA, I can pay down more, but I can only do it twice a year, and it has a minimum amount of 50,000. So I'm nowhere close to that. So because of that, I just keep track here and try to save a little bit every single month, since I round things up in my budget. Sorry, my dog is playing and she's distracting me a little bit, but yeah. So that I can hopefully at some point at least pay down things for my mortgage, if not my HOA, because my mortgage does not have a minimum limit of what I can pay in. But yeah, my mortgage has right now $285, and after paying it should have $570. So I'm going to put take a 500 and leave the 50 and 20 placeholder. So that's 570 in here. Oh, take that out as well. My HOA has 213, and it should at the end of this have 247. So 220, 40, 220, 45, 6, 7. 247 in HOA. In student loan, I should have 4,293 in here, and my bill was 2,592. So I should be left, by pulling out the 2,592, I should be left with 1,701 kroner. So just to make sure, 2,550, 70, 92. So 2,592, which is correct. And I'm now left with 1,701 kroner in student loan. And when I'm filming this, I've not received my last disability payment of December, so I'm hoping that when I'm done with that, and by my calculations, I should then be able to top up all of these so that I am technically then 1 month ahead on my bills. So insurance has 922 in here, and the bill is 378. So I should be left with 544. So 540. So it now has 520, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 544 in insurance. Union fees in here, I should have 744 kroner, and the bill was 406, so I should be left with 338 kroner. So it now has 300, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. 338 kroner. Transportation has 1,372 kroner, and although I didn't need to buy a monthly pass, I did need to buy bus tickets for going to and from the airport, and those comparatively are very expensive, but because of my disability and everything, the bus express to the airport has a stop pretty close to where I live, and if I was going to take like a cheaper option to get to the airport, I would have to take several modes of transportation and then switch over and do a bunch of things where because I'm both, I have my disability that has its issues with pain and not having the best just body to handle certain things, and traveling with my dog makes it harder. So in this case, I would rather pay for the convenience of taking the bus and just get on close to where I live and then drive straight to the airport than do anything else. So with that, it cost 698 kroner. So I should be left with 674. So it now has 5, 6, 50, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4. 674 kroner. So it's a little bit less than what I need for January. But like I said, I have another payment that's coming in this week. So that it should still be okay. In electricity, I have 1,228 kroner, and the bill was 604. I have been very conscious about not using heat, and since it's been fairly mild, I've been able to not hike up my bill as much as I was fearing, but I'm still happy that it wasn't worse than that the bill wasn't higher than it came out to be. So after I paid my bill, I should have 624 kroner left. So it now has 5, 621, 2, 3, 4. My phone has 250. Like has been normal the last few months. It was exactly 100. So I have 150 left. This is the easy one. TV and internet has 1,601 kroner in it. Like I talked about earlier, I did change the provider. It was in my building. It's decided for us, but like we can obviously choose not to go with the provider that is like the main provider of the building. But usually if we use that provider, then we get a discount. So this should be about half the price of what I've been paying now. So my bill for December is 639 kroner, which I think is okay. But the fact that I think it's about half for the new one, I am happy to be able to cut costs wherever I can. After paying that, I should have 962 kroner left in this envelope. 5, 7, 9, 50, 62. I also haven't decided yet if my understanding is correct and my bill will be about, let's say, 400 kroner. Since this is pretty much double that, how I should tackle it, if that just means I'll, let's say in January or February, will just not pay into this so that, like with everything else, I'm about a month ahead. Or if I just pull the money out and put it towards something else. I haven't decided, and I'm not sure when I'll make that decision, but it is something that I am thinking about. Physical therapy isn't a bill, so we're skipping that. So subscription has 619 in it. My subscription bill or bills, I'm just packaging them all into this one envelope, was 336. So I should have 283 left in here. So it now has 250, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3. That is it for my bills. It's these, or keeping track, I would say, is getting easier the more I do it. So the fact that I've been able to keep up with it now for a little bit is helping me out. And I also think just having a relationship with the envelopes and with the bills and the numbers that I'm both expecting in them, and being able to look at a budget and just having a closer connection to it is helping me out with keeping on track, I guess, or staying on top of it and feeling like I'm more in control than when I just don't look at it. So I am really happy about that. I am really looking forward to the next couple of weeks, even if I'm at the moment pretty tired. I'm packing and trying to make sure that everything is as it should be. And yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful holidays. I will be trying to keep up with all of this even when I'm on my vacation. But if I'm not able to, you know why. But I do have a few videos that will be coming up during the time I'm away. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, you might see a different table and whatnot in some of the videos coming up. We'll see. All right. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye, guys.